Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. That's right. That's right. Keep it coming. I didn't do the update yesterday. Apologies. I did a quick pick-me-up video instead. I haven't done one of those in a bit, and they may come off as, I don't know, motivational, but they really aren't. They are reality videos. And the reality of AMP is that it is a foundational token. And like other foundational tokens, ADA, Solana, Theta, Ethereum, VeChain, they take a while to get there. The tokens I just mentioned have been at it for years. AMP has not. Relax. On to the news. The first governance proposal has passed, and it passed in a big way. 97%-ish voting yes. 1 billion AMP tokens will be allocated to what can best described as a building fund. Approximately $44 million for grants, outreach, what have you. I can speculate on what this money will be used for, and I will. Verifone goes with BitPay for their crypto spends partner. I see folks aggressively trying to spin this into a positive. I could see where they are going with it, as Flexa has a partnership with NCR, so AMP, NCR, yeah. But I'm not seeing a lot of there, as it comes around to what we have been discussing for months, consumers' willingness to pay with crypto. We're going to be getting into that just a bit. And finally, the market is still shaky. I put out some members' videos discussing this, but I can touch on it just a little bit here. All markets are shaky right now, not just crypto. It comes around to Washington and U.S. Congress on this one, folks, not any underlying flaws in the crypto market. Debt ceiling is coming up, budget is coming up, infrastructure, spending bill. There's a lot going on there. And when there is uncertainty, markets get rattled. Getting into that today as well. All of this and more right after this. All right, let's get in to the first proposal that passed with flying colors. Effectively, $44 million has been allocated from the general fund to support community outreach, grants, so forth. I love this because in order to grow a business, you need to invest in said business. Flexa is a business, and outreach is necessary. Now, there are several things that I would like to see come of this, and I'm sure the bulk of you have things that you would like to see as well. Even in the crypto world, 44 million is a lot of cheddar, and you can do good things with it. It's important to push the IP here. You need brand recognition, considering the market you are moving into. One of the things I've noticed more than anything else is that when I do a crypto spend at a brick and mortar, one that is listed on the spend app, and I ask them if they accept crypto, I get just blank stares from whomever is at the register, and I'm thinking I'm not the only person this has happened to. This needs to stop. Flexa needs to invest in marketing material that is easy to understand, makes clear the use case for the network, the benefits of using it to both the merchant and the consumer. And this needs to happen sooner rather than later. If you are hell-bent on staying in the crypto spend space, you need to illustrate the advantages, and this hasn't happened yet. Getting the SDK to the register, that's the easy part. Explaining why it's there to people who just don't care, that's the part that takes some work. Start working on it. You're funded now. No excuse. These early merchants are early investors in your product. Don't forget about them. Every POS transaction with crypto is a chance to spread awareness. Help them help you. Second, you need to aggressively go after the markets that we've been wargaming for months. Escrow markets are a slam dunk for AMP. You have the money to pay these advertising firms to market on your behalf, so start marketing. The thing that sets AMP off is more entities built on the AMP foundation. And if you build it, they will come. But they have to know it exists. 1 or 2 grants to the right players at the right time, and this starts to build itself as new players compete in an aggressive space backed by a superior product. Help them, help you. It's good for everyone. I got a lot more, but we'll table it for now. I would love to hear what you think. Comments below, please. Verifone goes with BitPay. An audible sigh of fear from the Empire when this was announced. Now, I'm going to take the Alfred E. Newman defense here. Couple things. 1, BitPay is not spending crypto. It's basically crypto debit in that they will convert your crypto for a fee to fiat. And you can then spend your fiat on the MasterCard pay rail, and you give MasterCard a piece as well. But it's not spending crypto. Second, they are going to run into the underlying issue that Flexa is running into, and that is a consumer's willingness to spend their crypto. Most folks think of cryptocurrency as an investment. They are not going to readily part with it to buy a cheeseburger. I do, but I only use Doge, and I want to say that I'm an outlier. That I'm an outlier in this. This is really one of the biggest elephants in the room, and no matter how many times I bring it up, it gets dismissed. Right now, today, the incentive to spend crypto is not there, not in the U.S. The fact that it is classified as property and not currency, with all of the tax implications that come along with that, it doesn't help matters. In my opinion, the groundswell necessary to make this big news and a big black eye for AMP is not there. BitPay does not use the Flexa method of asset agnostic anything in and anything out, and the volume is not there either. Personally, I would rather have El Salvador, Panama, Ukraine, Chile, but your mileage may vary. And I know this is going to run long, and there's only so much of me that folks can take, but I have to mention Washington and the uncertainty that their actions or their lack of action is causing in the markets. It's not just the crypto market. It is all markets. There are several very large pieces of legislation that are simply hung up right now, and the market is watching. Debt limit, infrastructure, budget. These are all in a wait-and-see, end-of-the-week sort of existence right now, and the markets are reacting poorly. Investing is about knowing the rules and the lay of the land going forward. When one of the pillars starts shaking, whether it be the U.S. debt limit, a China crackdown, doesn't matter. But when the pillar gets wobbly due to the unknown, the markets react, and they tend to react poorly. Take a big whiff. That is the smell of indecision. Institutional money is slow to invest into the unknown. Bitcoin teeters, and as goes Bitcoin, so goes crypto. This will pass. But until it does, if I was one to give financial advice, which I'm not, I don't do that. But if I was, I would advise you that you do nothing. Play defense. Wait it out. Sometimes the best action you can take is no action at all. Emotional decisions are not good decisions when it comes to your investments. Please consider that. All right. I didn't time it, but I'm sure this ran long. Lot to unpack today, and we just barely scratched it. AMP hasn't moved much in the last couple of weeks, and it's probably not going to move much in the coming weeks. But the rest of the market will. This is a great chance to get into some great tokens cheap and use those profits to buy your AMP. That's what I do, and I certainly recommend that approach. Hopefully, Washington gets their act together so we can put this behind us. But until that happens, be of good cheer This downturn is not a crypto problem. It's an everybody else problem. We just get to eat it for a time. Live stream on Thursdays and member stream on Saturday, 1900 Central. Hope you guys enjoyed. Cheers.